Alrighty, so let's say that you have a DMI file, right? The Byond DreamMaker DMI icon, and you want to import the icons into Aseprite, which is a more better, convenient pixel art editor, right? Well, there's a problem. If you just drag the DMI file into Aseprite, right, all the frames are spaced too apart to be useful. So this is the first frame of the walk animation. And then depending on the amount of directions and frames you have, it's spaced out so that, the frames are really far apart. So this is the first frame of the walk animation. This is the second frame. This is the third frame. And then this is the fourth frame, right? You don't really want this. What you want is to have it like DreamMaker where it's all laid out sequentially, right? So this is the first, second, third, and fourth. And you can just see it animate like so very easily, all right? So we want to import a DMI file into Aseprite and have that be as easy to work with. So I wrote a script that just does just that, to import DMI files into Aseprite. So what you need is these scripts, all right? So you go to this URL, the link will be in the description. Get dmi-import.lua, all right? And then dump _ztext.exe if you're on Windows, and then dump _ztxt if you're on Linux. But most of you guys are on Windows, so I would just get the exe file. All right, so you can go to Aseprite, and then you can go to File, Scripts, go to Open Scripts folder, and then you should pop up, this directory should pop up, right? I'm gonna copy and paste this URL, and you're gonna download those two files to there. So this is dmi-import.lua. We're gonna download it to this directory, all right? And then the same with this other file, dump text ztext.lua. And I'll explain what that does in a second. Okay, but first let's just run it. So we're gonna go to File, Scripts, and then rescan scripts folder if you don't see dmi-import, all right? So once you do that, you should see dmi-import, all right? Click Run, and then select the DMI or PNG that you want to import. So this is the DMI, and we're going to do it, and hit OK. And then click Allow Execute Access, and then Allow Read Access. And this console should not be here. I'm probably going to delete it in the next update. But anywho, just ignore it. You can just hit cancel for now if it's here. If it's not here, don't fret about it. But here is the Aseprite DMI version of that. All right, so you can see all the walking frames are now there sequentially. All right, the directions are denoted by _S for south, _N for north, _E for east, and _W for west, right? To mimic these directions you see here in the DMI editor. All right, and all the delays are imported for every single animation as well. All right, so we got north, we got shooting states here, and etc. Okay, so yeah, a quick note about the dump.ztext, right? This executable, it is open source. All it does is that it just takes this metadata, right? DMI's metadata, which is just a PNG that stores metadata. It just dumps this to a temporary file, and then Aseprite can just read and parse it. All right. Ideally, I would not, really need this, but if any of you guys know Lua, submit a PR, because all we gotta do is read the PNG, go to the ztext, and then copy it out. I think it's compressed too with zlib, so you gotta deflate it, and then we can just parse it from there. But for now, I just rewrote. I didn't rewrite, but I wrote it in Rust because it was the fastest way I can think of to get things done. But anywho, that is about it, and I hope this is useful to someone.